Well, hey there, Lashpreneurs. I hope your summer is going well. And if your marketing sucks, or you have no idea what you're doing for marketing, or you'd like more clients and you'd like more money, you're in luck today because we're going to go over the marketing funnel, which is how somebody goes from a complete stranger having no idea you exist to a paying customer. And it's kind of essential that you understand the journey, the predictable journey someone goes on to become a customer of yours. And the framework that we're going to talk about that in is called the marketing funnel. So you're going to learn a lot about marketing today. And this is what we cover inside of my Overlooked to Fully Booked Masterclass more in depth, and we cover inside of our programs. It is the foundation of how we curate the journey that somebody goes on from having no idea that you're a thing, that you exist, that you have a business that provides solutions for the problems that they seek, all the way down to becoming a customer of yours and paying you the money that they've worked so hard for, and that they're happy to turn over to you to provide them with this beautiful solution, service, whatever it is you offer. So let's dive in. The marketing funnel, I want you to think about an upside down triangle, right? It's a funnel. I think we all know what a funnel is, but if not, Google it. It'll give you a good framework. So when we look at the marketing funnel, there's a reason why we want it that shape. We have a wide part at the top and a very narrow part at the bottom, because not everybody that becomes aware of your business is going to become a customer. That's okay. It's a numbers game. The more people we put into the funnel, the more people will trickle through to it. Now, we have three different layers to this funnel that you're going to want to understand, and understand what marketing happens in each layer. Now, most people new to business are very laser focused on one aspect of marketing, one channel of marketing. They think Instagram is marketing. Okay, cool. I'm going to post consistently on Instagram. But when we look further in depth at the funnel, which I'll get into here in a second, Instagram is the relationship building. It is the nurturing of somebody who has found your business. They become aware of it, which is at the top of the funnel. And now they're interested in your business, but they're not ready to buy yet for various different reasons. And so they are in the phase of being nurtured. Any sort of social media would be in this phase as well, and social proof. These people need to know you're not going to jack up their face. Okay. They need to know you, like you, trust you. All of that happens in that mid-level of the funnel. But most people think, oh, if I just post on Instagram, that's what everybody else is doing. And then they go, why isn't Instagram working? Nobody's booking with me, or they're telling me I'm too expensive, or they're utilizing Instagram growth strategies that are ineffective at getting them to actually grow a following of potential customers. If you've ever done the like for like or follow for follow trains and the stupid freaking Facebook groups, you are not actually marketing your business. You're just going for a popularity contest, and it's not bringing any money into your business. We prioritize profitability over popularity here at the Lashpreneur, because that's why we're in business, to make money, right? Okay, so let's break down the funnel. Now, I'm going to explain it from the top down, but the way that I want you to then start to work on is from the bottom up. And I'll explain that once we've kind of gone through the basics of the funnel. So when we look at the very top of the funnel, we have what's called awareness level marketing. So this is marketing that takes somebody from a stranger to becoming aware that a business such as yours exists. So when somebody Googles eyelash artist near me, waxer near me, permanent makeup artist near me, that's a keyword they're searching. They're using SEO, right? Or Google Ads, and your business pops up, or any business pops up. But let's say your business pops up in a Google search. That person is now aware of your business. Okay. If they're going on Google reviews, if they're going on Yelp, and they're Googling, or they're typing in and they're searching something, hashtags will work for this, business cards work for this, paid ads work for this. They are taking somebody from a stranger to creating the awareness that you exist. You cannot get somebody into your business without the awareness that you are a business to attend and frequent and patron, right? I don't even know if that's the right use of that word. Patronize. No, that's not it. Patronage? Anyways, getting lost on the point. So you cannot get somebody to come into your business if they're not aware your business exists. You can think of like road signage, right? That big, what they call monument signage, the big, signs on the side of the road, or like a billboard back in the day when people invested in billboards. That was a way to create awareness that, hey, this is a business and it solves a problem. So be thinking about how people become aware you exist. The number one way that people become aware you exist is word of mouth marketing. Okay. That is an awareness level marketing strategy. Somebody telling a friend, family member, girl in line at Starbucks, the barista, the waitress, whatever, about Your lashes are so beautiful. Where did you get them done? Oh, you got to go see my lash girl, Tara. She's awesome. That is an awareness level marketing strategy. It is creating awareness that your business exists. So we can be intentional about incentivizing and wanting that conversation to happen more. We can't actually control that conversation happens, but we can incentivize it and make it easier and more predictable that those conversations happen. What's the number one way to get more word of mouth referrals? By asking for them. Okay. We've had episodes on that. So think about awareness level marketing. What in your business may or may not be happening that somebody has no idea you exist and now she exists. Business cards are a great way to create that word of mouth conversation. If you hand your client business cards and say, hey, if you have any friends or family that would be interested in XYZ service, here you go. You can even write like a little 20% off for friends of Michelle or whatever on there so that she looks like she's giving the hookup. Okay. You could kind of look at strategic partnerships as this. Say there's, say my Brazilian wax lady is amazing, and I know she sees a ton of girls, and I want her to refer clients. I may put lashes on her, collaborate with her, give her discounts for her particular clients, and say, hey, can you talk about my services or about my business with your clients and see if they'd like to come with me? That's a different style of word of mouth marketing. All of that is creating awareness that your business exists. It is the most amount of people that will be in your funnel at any given point, because just because they're aware of it doesn't mean they're actually going to have the services, have the solutions, afford your price point, want to, have your work done. Maybe they already have somebody that they love and they're just not ready to switch over. So you'll have the most amount of people at the top of the funnel, which is the awareness level marketing. Think about paid ads. Your ads may get in front of thousands of people, and very few of them will actually click on the ad. That's okay, right? Because it's a numbers game, because the more people you can get into the funnel, the more that will trickle down if you have your funnel set up correctly. Okay. So that is the top level of the funnel, called awareness level marketing. You're going to want to know how much, or in that level of the funnel, people generally want to know, is she awesome? Can she help me solve whatever problem I'm searching for? They have more questions about, is this really going to help me? I feel like in our industry, in the beauty industry, most people are pretty savvy with understanding what the service is. So we don't need to educate per se, unless it's a new service. Sometimes lash lifts, I know when those came out, that was like a thing we had to educate on. People still probably need some education. So your awareness level marketing may not really include a lot of education. It's just creating awareness that there are businesses that do this thing. And with a pretty sophisticated market, which means that if the service has been around long enough, I think generally speaking, our population knows what eyelash extensions are. They may not know good lashes versus bad lashes. They may not know how to pick a lash artist. That's fine. We can educate on that further down the funnel. But awareness level marketing is really just that you are a local business for whatever they're searching for. People are pretty sophisticated in knowing what hair, skin services are, permanent makeup, brows, lashes. Like, they're pretty savvy on that stuff now because it's been around long enough that somebody knows somebody who's had those services done. So they have a general baseline knowledge of what that is. So we don't have to spend a whole lot of time educating on what that service is, generally speaking. Now, if there was like a brand new service that was coming out, like, I keep hearing the wet look. I know that's like a new style. If you were like the go-to for wet look and you had such a competitive area that you would want people to know what wet look is, you might need to do some education in the awareness level to create the demand for wet look. That's not what we're talking about today. So this is just that, creating the awareness that a business such as yours that provides the solutions it does, whether that's eyelash extensions, waxing, whatever it is, exists, right? So when they Google search something, lash artist near me, that all of a sudden your business pops up by way of an ad, or maybe SEO, or your Google reviews or Google My Business pops up, that people become aware that now your business exists, because then they're going to, a percentage of them, move down the funnel into what we call the interest level of the funnel. It's the middle of the funnel. This is where the relationship with that person is built. Now, I will say, just for context, people can go through this funnel in a matter of seconds, or it may take months or years. Okay. So there's no real time that someone would move through this. So let's just say you run Google ads, right? You're paying per click. So you're paying to get somebody to click on an ad. They kind of bypass a lot of the funnel really quickly because they're clicking on your ad, going to your website, which, spoiler alert, the website is at the base of the funnel, and they may go book an appointment right then and there. So it may be a matter of seconds that they've gone through the whole funnel. depending on how incentivized they are to take advantage of an offer or discount. Whereas some people will kind of jump in the funnel and then hang out in the interest level for maybe months or maybe years because they are building trust with you. So I can look at it, if you look at my business, some of y'all have been listening to the podcast for years, right? And this would be an interest level marketing for the Lashpreneur, right? Some of you have been listening for years, yet you've never become a customer of mine because you're biding your time. You're getting a lot of value, but I have confidence that a percentage of you eventually will work with me. And we've seen that happen a lot, that a lot of our higher level mastermind clients have been listening to me for years, even though they've never been in some of our more entry level programs. But then I don't have to build relationship with them on, say, a sales call because they already have a relationship with me for years, even though I'm just meeting them for the first time. So people tend to stay in that interest level marketing for a little bit longer than any other part of the funnel. Okay. I will say the reason, just to make a little statement about TikTok is actually, it is a social media, but it is not necessarily an interest level marketing where relationship is built. TikTok's algorithm is really great for virality, meaning creating a lot of awareness, which for most of you, brick and mortar, lash service or beauty service based businesses is not helpful. This is why we don't teach to TikTok. We don't recommend TikTok. If you would not benefit from eyes all over the world seeing your stuff, right? So I've had people argue with me all day long, and that's fine. They're welcome to do that, but we can look at bank accounts. If you have a brick and mortar business, okay, you have a physical location, let's just call it San Diego, California, right? And you can build a following on social media really quickly because let's say you're really good with, TikToks or Reels or whatever, and you're funny and you're entertaining and you're engaging. Well, even if you had 500,000 followers on TikTok, right? Impressive. Like, wow, she's amazing. She must be so successful. How many people are actually in a local area to be able to make it worth the time, effort, energy, and resources that go into being consistent and growing a platform to that level that you wouldn't be able to do better, faster, easier in other marketing channels? So we don't teach to TikTok. I don't recommend it for physical brick and mortar businesses. If you're an educator, if you have a product line or you're not location dependent for your clients to be local to you or within driving distance, absolutely go ahead, utilize TikTok. It's very easy to grow over there. And it's very easy to get eyes and attention on it, but you have to learn how to utilize that particular platform because it's different than, say, Instagram and Facebook. And Instagram and Facebook, you can have more of a community built. You can have more ongoing relationships, even though you don't get seen as much because organic reach has tanked on those platforms. But I do not recommend TikTok for brick and mortar businesses for the reasons I stated. Okay, so when I say social media in the interest level marketing, I'm talking about social media excluding TikTok. Okay, all right. So interest level marketing is where we build relationship. It's where we're nurturing people who are now aware of our business. So when somebody becomes aware of our business, we want them moving into a place where they can find social proof and know, like, and trust you. Okay. Social proof is this person as good as they say they are? Most people know they're being marketed to, right? Right. They're pretty savvy. They're pretty hip with they get it. They're not blinded to the fact that you're trying to make a sale. So what they look for is someone else, a client or a customer of yours, given the actual real of whether you're good or not, because they know that you can just say anything. They understand how online marketing works. They understand that conceptually, you're not going to say anything that is going to damage your reputation or, put you in a bad light. So they actually want to see real reviews and real feedback from real customers. This is why review sites are also a part of interest level marketing. So things like Google reviews or Yelp reviews or anywhere that you can think of reviews. Now, I will have a little asterisk here to say, yes, some booking softwares have reviews that clients can leave on there. I can tell you that's a waste of a review if you're using a booking software's review. Why? Because unless they are inside the booking software trying to search for a local person, they've already found you elsewhere and they've already searched reviews elsewhere. Your Google reviews on Google My Business is something that when somebody Googles you, it will show social proof right off the bat because they'll be able to see how many 5 stars you have. They can go read reviews. But your booking softwares, they have to be in the booking software itself. Those things are not going to populate on a Google search or looking through social media. So I don't recommend you getting reviews through your booking software because they have to actually go look for your actual profile inside the booking software. And most people are not savvy enough to know our booking softwares. I mean, most of us don't know all the booking softwares there are out there. And they have to be looking in that booking software for those reviews to happen, right? It's nice once they're already at the point of booking to have some social proof there, but it's not the journey they're taking to find those reviews. We want to have them find reviews at the time that they're trying to seek that evidence of social proof. When they're on their booking site, if they've made it to your booking site, they're already there ready to book an appointment. We don't need to convince them any further. We should have already convinced them at that point that you're amazing, you're wonderful, you're great. Okay. So things like Instagram, posting consistently on there, having different types of content that are educational, informational, entertaining, fun, so that they can get to know you, like you, and trust you. That's all we're doing in relationship building. Now, they may see one post on your social media and go, yep, I saw that before and after. That's the look that I want. I'm going to go book. Cool. They may want to sit and observe and watch how your posts, whether they learn something from it, whether they're valuable, whether they can trust you. Maybe they've been burned before, or they had buyer's remorse, so they're just, worried about the investment. So they're going to take time to get to know you. So just be mindful of that when you're creating content, is that it needs to show that it's entertaining, right? Because that performs well, even though it may not lead them to the booking, but it's showing your personality and they want to connect with you. Educational. You have to educate to all sorts of levels of understanding of what your services are, what your pain points that you solve for, what the solutions are, how to choose you versus somebody else. There's a lot that we can educate on these platforms, and that builds value and trust with you, because I can promise you, I have seen, I don't know, thousands at this point, Instagram posts of businesses, and they're pretty cruddy. They're not very valuable. They're not very enticing. They're not very educational. They're not very interesting, to say the least. And so when you come up with something that provides value to someone that has interest, it makes you stand out compared to the competition, which again helps with the social proof. Wow, this account really knows their stuff. They must be the expert. Look how much they're educating me, as opposed to somebody else who's just posting C.15, 8 through 12 millimeter butterfly effect, wet look, whatever, which is industry language, and they're not going to understand it. Okay. And then anything like a review site, Google reviews, all of that is, again, that social proof, showing before and afters, that you know what you're doing, that you can create beautiful work. Yeah. And then the last part of the funnel, where do they go from social media? I feel like this is where most people miss out, is that they'll put their booking link, or they'll say things like text, call, or DM to book. So you're making a really, really, really strong sell that somebody is going to do that. Okay. That's a very confrontational kind of selling. And it doesn't get most people to take you up on that, because most people don't want to have a confrontation in order to book an appointment. Now, they will if they have a lot of trust built with you. However, most people would like to go book at their own pace and their own time without necessarily having to get involved. And you have to be ready to respond very quickly before they move on to somebody else, because you didn't respond within a day or two. So what you need is a place for them to go find all of the information, all of the missing questions, all of the other pieces to the puzzle, for them to know whether this is a good decision for them or not to book with you, in one place that they can go to 24/7 and be able to go book an appointment without you being involved with that, because otherwise they're waiting around on you. And unless you want to be tied to your phone 24/7, which I do not recommend, good way to burn out, then we need a place to send them, and that is your website, not your booking software. It's not the same thing. Booking software is to book appointments. A website is to create that desire that this is the right person for me to solve my pain points. Okay, so your website should contain everything there is to know about your business, aside from what's in your head, right? It should be curated for a stellar user experience on mobile first, desktop second. I don't care if your website looks great on desktop. If I look at it on mobile and I have to scroll through 17 pages of text because you wrote a personal blog about how much you were lost before you found lashes and it's not about you. In fact, you can go onto your website right now, if you have one, and check how many times do I talk about I, me, we, where you're talking about you or the team, as opposed to the client and their transformation and their struggles and what your business does for them. It needs to be client focused, because it's not about you, it's them. They don't care about you until they know you care about them. And that may be months after you being a client and them building relationship with you. But your business is all about your clients. It's not about you. Okay. What you can do for the clients, sure. What you can do to create the most amazing look for your clients or help them with their confidence, sure. But we want to make it client centric. We also need to make sure that it's easy to navigate for them. Some of y'all make it trying to figure out a like 5,000 piece puzzle, trying to figure out how to book with you or where to find information. Okay. We have trainings on websites inside the Lashpreneur Society. I'm not going to deep dive on that stuff, but 100% we have seen it many, 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 many times that the difference maker in getting clients to book with you consistently is having a website. Clients will book with you without you knowing who they are. Like the best feeling is when you have your first stranger book an appointment with you without you having been involved. And somebody walks in, you've never met them, and you're like, they found me, they booked with me because they like what I saw. My marketing is working, and now there's a stranger in my business. It's the coolest thing. It really is. It's like one of those weird moments nobody talks about that, like all of a sudden it's not friends or friends of friends or friends of family or somebody that you met and kind of tried to convince to come into the business. A stranger saw your marketing and took the action of booking an appointment and wants to work with you. And then hopefully your business becomes filled with that, right? And it's all due to the marketing funnel. So you have a marketing funnel in your business if you have any clients. If you have just one client, you have a marketing funnel in your business. So it is your due diligence to learn what is working. Now, there's different types of funnels to be built out. So we recommend building one layer at a time. Stick with one marketing channel per layer. So obviously your website at the bottom. You've got to have a website because otherwise we have nowhere to send anybody from social media or from Google Ads. Okay. The next layer would be your interest level marketing. Pick one platform to grow on. It could be email marketing. We didn't even touch on that, but that's relationship building. It's Instagram or it's Google reviews. And then your awareness level marketing, pick one. Could be business cards, could be you're really focusing on a hashtag strategy, could be you're running ads. I don't recommend SEO. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of work for very little payoff, just not the game here in 2024. So an example of saying building out a Google funnel would be you have your Google ads, you have your Google My Business, which is treated like social media, paired with the Google reviews. Your clients are leaving reviews, and then that leads to your website. The ad leads to the website. You have the social proof there with the Google reviews. That would be one complete funnel. When that's working and that's producing, if you want to add in a second funnel, cool. Go build out an Instagram funnel where you have Instagram ads to Instagram social media to your website. But it's that customer journey of going from a stranger to a client that you need to have in your business to have effective marketing and consistent marketing so that you are constantly having new, fresh clients wanting you, coming into your business, building demand, because demand dictates price. The more demand you are, the higher the price point you can charge. You can build out a team. It gives you options. So knowing how to market your business by using the template of a marketing funnel is the way to go to be able to control the growth, to be able to control your sales, to be able to control your profits. If you guys want to learn more about that, wait until August 18th. We've got registration opening up in about a week for the Know Your Numbers Masterclass. We're going to talk about how to increase sales. Part of that is knowing marketing, right? Inside of our Lashpreneur Society, we go in depth. This is what we help you build out with your marketing. It's the marketing funnel. So keep it on your calendar. August 18th, we've got the Know Your Numbers Masterclass coming back. It will be live August 18th. Registration opens up, I believe, August 5th. I will send you an email about it. I will talk about it on the podcast. So don't worry, it's coming up. You won't miss it as long as you're paying attention to me somewhere in the World Wide Webs. But we will be discussing more about the marketing funnel and for you guys to increase sales and profitability in your business, which you can do a lot easier when you understand the marketing funnel, which hopefully today, now you do. All right, y'all. Until next time, have a good one.